And yeah, like I said, there's a lot of factor in with that though too. Also, I have disabled voice mod for the stream, so you
No.
can't harass me during stream.
uh, okay, but just like a small thing. I mean, this city is gonna hold like. Do you see how many houses that is on the map? So many small little houses. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then each of those are gonna probably have like 2 floors because go high, I guess. And then each floor is gonna have like 2 families. Then each family is gonna have like 7 people. And then we're gonna go beyond crazy. Okay, there we go. So I got all my little statues now. And then at the bottom, I wanna write down the population count, which I'm gonna get. Okay, perfect. The rough estimate of how many people we can fit in this place. Okay, so I am finished and I am ready to play D&D instead of making art.
making arts like I did for
Making art.
Invicta. Invicta's got the most detailed map I've made in like ever.
And Invicta looks absolutely horrible, honestly. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, you
I
did.
mean,
I mean, you did freaking come back to it in ruins and
well,
just
yeah,
and
but
set
like,
chat over there to rebuild it. So there's not going to be a lot there. It's going to be a whole lot of nothing.
not for now. But we're gonna fix it up and make it the second greatest city of them all, right after Rome.
Right after Rome, and Arcanus
Yeah.
will just be a rubble over there in the coast. we'll use their
Arcanus,
we'll use their city to build myself a dam.
Arcanus is gonna be useful, but it won't be anything more.
Alright, let's pop up the map. So, I can't find the map. Okay, there it is. I added little icons for you guys, so now I can drag them around the board to wherever you guys
Oh
are
my
at.
god. High tech. Okay, now let me finally level up. Come on, let me get that sweet level up.
Alright, so the things I have rolled for you is you get one level up in evocation, which is, the whole, fireball, lightning, ice spell, whatever. Your typical stuff. Necromancy, intelligence, and your constitution.
Ooh.
You have a pretty high intelligence already. Oh no, your intelligence is the lowest skill you got.
Yeah.
And fine, guys, person, you can do that.
I mean, I already have 1 level in evocation, so continuing down that route, I could probably cast like powerful evocation spells. But I like my constitution. So if I increase my constitution, I get 15, right? Because I currently have 14. So how would that?
And you'll get a player buff.
Wait a second. Wait, Chad has 13 constitution. Why does Chad have the same HP as me? That's unfair. That's cheating. Unfair. I see unfair game going on in Chad's direction. Chad has 52 hit points, but lower constitution as me. Well, anyway, I would like to increase my constitution.
Okay, you're gonna increase your constitution. I changed up little bit the rules of how the health would increase with this. So you're gonna give yourself 20 extra health points.
You changed it?
Yeah, instead of just a set amount of health you get, I roll the dice for that.
Okay, so I guess I'm at 72 max hit points now.
Yes.
Not bad, not bad.
Invicta is like a few hours away from the castle. It's only a few hours away.
Oh yeah.
If you walk.
I was thinking, guy who is a person, the new territories you got for us looks great. Great new place you got there. Great new people you integrated. Do you want to keep those places, or can I just like grab those as imperial territories? You know, like.
Well,
Just,
the
like, keep
small
them to
little
myself.
town that is the farthest south part of the territory, probably best left alone because it is a bandit camp. They have been, used to raiding and slowing down. So if any southern kingdoms decide to march north, they would slow them down quite a bit.
I hope so. Well, we're gonna come back to that when we have completely, destroyed the South.
Destroyed
Okay,
the
but for
entire
now-
south.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my custodian guard ready. Where's
All
my
right.
custodian?
All right, so start of a new day. You wake up, get your gear on and everything, get ready to march to Ilion to deal with the whole Illiksgrog situation. You walk outside. Your custodians are just kind of out and about of the town, doing their own little thing. Nothing really going on. Chat arrives with a messenger. Because he kind of sent the messenger ahead of time to tell you something, but Chat just caught up with them. He's like, "Hey, yeah, I gotta go with you on this one."
Okay. What chat? My good friend. What messages do you bring me?
Wonder if Chat's is gonna be like, we take land. Nothing that important.
Nothing that important. Okay.
Just took some land, started a war.
Oh, wait a second. What was that last part? Oh, chat.
You know.
I mean, yes, we wanted to do that anyway, but later. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna have to. Okay. Okay, great. Is the self defended? Do you need reinforcements there, or is it fine for now? What's the situation, chat? Should I send some troops down south, or is it fine if I don't? What's the situation on the matter? For now it's fine. Okay. Probably. Chat. I don't trust that probably. Can you give me a yes that it's fine, or no it's not fine? I need, because probably is not really the best answer I can get here, because chat. Sure, it's fine. Everything is great. Yes. I don't like the tone you're putting that in. You're saying it in a very whatever. I'm gonna. So you are gonna follow me to Ilion, right? And then we're gonna go south as soon as possible. To go deal with that shit you caused, as always. As always, chats. Wait, what? Why do you have to make me deal with this? I have enough problems on my hands and already. I don't need you to make them more. I don't need more problems. Okay. Chat, just give me a second. Just wait. I'm gonna get this organized, okay? You just stay down and don't start any more wars for now, please. Okay, Logan, let me get my custodians. need to collect my little custodians. Logan, Logan, did you just leave us? God damn it. Yeah, chat. Good job. Logan, what? I can't hear you. Did you turn off your mic again? God damn it, Logan. It's on my end.
No, freaking Windows 11 just randomly turned off the mic. I just checked it like 2 seconds ago. Oh yeah, your microphone's on. Windows 11. Oh, seems like we need to mute your microphone. I genuinely hate I might downgrade back to Windows 10 even though it's unsupported.
Okay. So
Alright.
what I'm gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna get my custodians. I'm gonna give them jobs. We're gonna split them up. Okay?
You're gonna give your custodian jobs. Are you gonna send some to the south to defend the territories?
So what I do here, right? I send 10 custodians. I have 30 custodians at my hand, right? 30
yes,
custodians,
you have 30.
So my distribution, which I currently have. So what I can do first is I take 10 of my custodians and I move them east into what's the place called again?
I think you named it Volocus. You just add us at the end of it.
Wait, let me check. We have Volocus. Volocus is one. Then in the east we have Ulusbroker. I'm not sure. I can't find it.
So you got Volocus, Olisgraga, and Locus.
Okay, so pretty much I'm gonna send 10 of them to Ulusgroga to go defend there if war breaks out. Do like an urban guerrilla warfare thing. If we come to war against those fucking guys there, those mother effers.
The ones that decide, hey, we're gonna conquer everything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send 10 of my troops there to, if they try to move through there to attack me, they're just gonna like stop them, you know, like cut supply lines, poison the water, you know, do typical, to like stop in any advance into our territory.
Throw the occasional child at them as cannon fodder.
Exactly. So that's 10 of my custodians there to go and stop any potential advance. Then 10 of my custodians stay in Rome to keep order and overlook the construction of my new city plan, which I have laid out. So, new city plan, and they're gonna overlook the construction and keep order in the city, right? So 10 custodians for that. There's like a elite police force, I guess, military police thing. And then 5 custodians to Volocus to go collect my troops there, to go south with them, so they should take charge of the troops we have there so far. So I think we started training troops there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
your original bullet guards have stayed behind the trained troops.
Yeah, yes. So like the bullet guards train troops, and 5 custodians should go there, take charge. As my custodian guard, they have like the highest whatever, they can do whatever they fuck they want. So basically they should go there, take the troops which are pretty much trained, and should move them south to protect the border against any potential advances. And the other 5 which I have left are gonna come with me as my personal guard. Okay.
Logistics is awesome, isn't it?
I actually love logistics like as much as politics. It's great.
So
it's so much more fun than haha D&D funny. I do 15 swords carry with me, haha funny.
I know. Okay, so I used to go airsofting a lot, and I always go there for fun, but I always end up being the logistics manager for everything we have. Like, oh, for all the magazines, how much ammunition we have, the grenades, maintenance of all the maintenance gear for all the guns, so we can repair the guns if necessary. what guns do we have, what their attachments are, just all this like logistical stuff. Even like on the field, I'm like managing supplies on the field and sending people around.
Okay, but now I'm gonna have to go grab myself some food real quick, so I'm gonna leave you two behind. Chats, don't do shit while I'm gone.
All right,
It's
you're gonna go load up in a carriage then. Your custodian's guards bring up a carriage that you're gonna sit down and relax in, while your own little personal carriage, while chat leads them up to Ilion. Right, chat? Right, guy who's a person? You're gonna take the caravan to Ilion, right? You're not gonna take them on some wild adventure to like all the way to the east, right? Oh god, that would be kind of hilarious. I blacked out. Alright, chat. You watch you kind of spaced out as Morlin loads himself up to his own little personal carriage, and you guys start riding out north to Ilion. Of course, you have that one direct bridge to Ilion. It doesn't take you really too long to travel up to Ilion, but along the way, you know, along the little coast, you do see a little small pack of bandits kind of sailing along the shoreline, upriver. That is up to you how you want to deal with that. You want to just let them kind of just continue their little adventure upstream, or are you just gonna just start murdering all of them? There are 6 bandits going upstream right now. I gotta move chat to where their current locations are in the fight. I'll go for the kill. All right. Are you gonna run out? You're just gonna run down there and stab someone with the sword, or you're gonna go straight in with a freaking crossbow into the skull? You're gonna watch him. Oh yeah, you got the 4 undead guys with you. Grab some popcorn. You're carrying just some random things of food. I forgot to make the D&D sheet for your undead characters as well. If I remember, you have 2 undead commanders, 1 caravan guard, and then that 1 archer. Your wizard died recently. Alright, so you send up your undead. The custodian guards kind of sit back with you in the carriage to protect Morlin while he's off doing his own, as he's napping in the car. You're sitting there just eating popcorn as your undead charge the bandits. Let's roll their perception real quick. The bandits are completely unaware that the undead are literally running up onto them. They are running up right to the bandit group. So, your archer takes the first shot, but misses his shot. You know, it's a little bit of uneven terrain. It's kind of a hill. He's standing on a hill shooting downward at an awkward angle. You know, he's going to shoot like right past them. And then the bandits are going to freaking notice. But before one of them can turn around, one of your undead commanders goes for a swing. He hits his swing. Does 4 damage. That guy's pretty hurt. Yep, he's not feeling good. Kind of just comes in swinging right into his chest. His armor does a little bit. His little, you know, Gamerson does this little thing. Protects a good slash to his chest, but he's still up and kicking. Your undead caravan leader comes in for a swing. He also hits one, which, let's say, hits the other guy to finish him off. Yeah, he finishes him off. Just literally comes in and jabs him right into the river. His body's just floating downstream now. He is struggling a little bit because he's just bleeding out at this point, but he's just gonna drown in the river. He's dead no matter what. One of the bandits decide to attack your caravan lead, the undead caravan leader, because, you know, he just stabbed his buddy. He's just going like, I'm gonna kill you, you son of a... Oh, that's a 20. That's a 20. The only way your undead will survive this is if he lows really low damage. He kills him. He is dead. 8 damage. The poor little undead guy is just dead. Some man kind of proceeds to lob off the undead's head with his axe. Just swings right through your undead's neck and just takes off his head. The body drops to the floor. The head just rolls into the river. Not a good time. Another one of the bandits kind of sees you eating your popcorn, pulls out a crossbow and readies his aim to shoot in your general direction. It's another goddamn 20. Now that's rude. He also hits you for 6 damage. Man pulls out his crossbow, loads it up real quickly, aims it at you, and hits the trigger mechanism and sends the bolt directly into your chest. Since it is chainmail, the crossbow bolt goes right through the chainmail. Let me mess with your health real quick. That is not a 4. Oh, that is a 4. Never mind, my mouse cursor's in the way. It looked like a 1. Oh, you do have leather under the chainmail, but it doesn't matter. It's a... It wasn't enough to slow down the crossbow bolts. It went right through the chainmail and the leather. You're just kind of sitting there with a crossbow bolt in your chest now. Two bandits decide to climb up the hill, and one of them goes to attack your undead archer. He hits the undead archer. The undead archer's alive, though. Actually, wait, I could do a saving throw for the undead archer. Okay, that doesn't even matter anyways. The man kind of swings at the undead archer, making it stumble back a little bit, but your undead archer is fine. You run in with your spear in hand, just going in for a quick little jab. Just, jab right through someone's chest. That is a 20. That is a 20. You charge you charge around the bridge down the hill towards the bandit group, and you jab your spear right through one of the bandits attacking your archer. He's still alive, but he's not looking too good. He's kind of sitting there holding on to his wound, barely able to really hold up his sword without some blood gushing out of him.
What happened? What?
So,
I just came back.
On your adventure, you ran into a small bandit group. They were kind of going upstream. They hadn't noticed you guys. You kind of went along. Chat want the undead to murder them while he ate his popcorn.
Where would they even be? How would there be a bandit?
They're floating upstream. They're floating upstream with like little tiny kayaks.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and chat decided to use the undead to kill him, but they killed one of the undead, and also he's been shot in the chest by a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I've just like chilling, just watching, like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he was sitting there eating popcorn at first until they shot him with a crossbow. Your custodian guards are staying by the cart with you to protect you.
Yeah, I'm literally the emperor. I'm too good for this bit.
One of the bandits that was next to the one that you stabbed, chat, decides to take a swing at you for, having a giant spear that's literally a weakness. With his tiny-ass little mace. That's a... Chat can do a saving throw. Chat, you managed to save yourself. The guy comes in for a swing, you just bump him on the side of the head and just knock him off to the side a little bit. Your undead archer takes his chance to take a shot. Does hit that. I hit the dice with that dice. Hits him for 4 damage, so, But basically, because you knocked him off the side, the archer shoots him straight to the ground. So he's knocked down on the ground. The other undead commander that's kind of defending your archer goes in to finish off the man on the ground. He does hit that. And he kills him. As the archer just kind of shoots the guy on the ground, the guy comes in, stabs him right through the back of the head. He is dead. He is straight up dead. The other undead commander decides to attack the crossbow guy that shot you earlier. So he comes in and just goes in for an attack. That is a 1. That is a 1.
That is a 1.
Your undead commander proceeds to trip and fall into the river. Takes 1 bludgeoning damage as he hits a rock as he falls into the river. Don't worry, he's not going to be gone. He's going to be just back by the bridge. He's going to be back by the bridge all the way over there. With that, the bandits decide to move uphill to fight you as the crossbowman takes a pot shot at the zombie flowing downstream because, you know, the crossbowman misses his shot. The current's kind of pushing the zombie away. He's not taking into account for the current, so it just kind of just shoots below the zombie. Yeah, he's perfectly fine. One of the bandit men makes up the hill to attack your undead archer. That is a hit, but the undead archer can... Yeah, no, the undead archer actually saved that. Holy crap. Okay, so the guy comes in up swinging. The archer kind of uses his bow to block the swing by just kind of the palm of his hand, and throws the sword off to the throws his hand off to the side.
Look at that. Guy who is a person made a better map of Invicta than you made Logan.
Backflip kick! You decide to do a backflip kick into one of the bandits. Hello, Skipper! In the neck! Since it is a hill, you do get a disadvantage on the hill. Hello, Skipper. Chat, you do a backflip and kick a bandit.
Skipper, hey. How are you doing?
Chat does this backflip.
How's it going?
Chat does a little backflip, but since it's kind of a hill going straight down, he can't do a full backflip, plops into the hill and starts rolling down it straight into a tree. Doing 2 bludgeoning damage. He got some momentum on that roll. Undead archer decides to shoot the crossbowman. By the way, how's it going, Skipper? Oof. Your archer does miss his shots. Couple trees blocking his path. Kind of just looses his arrow and the crossbowman's in direction, hitting one of the trees the crossbowman's behind. Ouchie. Oh, you guys got 40 health. You're fine. You're fine. You're perfectly okay. The bandit group decides to take the opportunity, so one of the bandits kind of go at Chat for being knocked on the ground since he's on the ground. Doing alright. Been busy as always. One of the bandits kind of follow Chat down pursuit. That is a 13. I actually don't think... Yeah, no, the bandit doesn't even have a high enough to hit a 13 on you. So even then, it's a miss. It has to roll pretty high to hit you. I think the lowest yesterday was a 15 to hit you, Chat. So you're perfectly fine. It kind of runs down the hill, but because the angle of the hill, he can't really stab you. Another bandit, the one that your archer... Oh no, the one that you stabbed decides to try to finish off your archer. But can't succeed to do it. He's kind of stumbling around still. He kind of just trying to hit him with his elbow at this rate. He's still holding in that keep the blood from coming out. After you stabbed him with a spear. Crossbowman decides to...
Skipper, I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Just watching this chaos unfold.
Ours is to disengage.
It's pretty nice to just like be the authority figure who's just like watching the whole fight happen.
I mean, Chat was kind of watching the fight until the crossbow guy shot at him. got aggro like an NPC. And we'll do a front flip and smash. Oh dear lord. Again, the flippings are not going to be any advantage here. In fact, it's a disadvantage on your roll. It's a hill. It's not a very flat area. Okay. Anyways, the crossbowman tries to finish off the archer for his fellow comrade, but also misses his shot. Can't really shoot uphill with his crossbow. Every time he kind of aims up the crossbow, the tip of the arrow kind of just falls back into his face. Bonk him on the head. Chat. More momentum, more damage. Oh dear lord. Alright, you decide to do a front flip kick into one of the bandits that are attacking you. That is a 20. That is a 20. But you do get... But it is a disadvantage roll too, though, so technically it's an 18.
So technically that's a 20.
But it is a nat 20, so I'll give him that. Chat does a front flip into the bandit, kick him straight in the face, doing 3 damage to the bandit, knocking him straight to the freaking ground. Chat says his undead skeleton should disengage, so we're going to have him disengage of that fight. The skeleton successfully disengages from the fight, kind of backs off away. The undead commander, defending the archer, attacks the injured bandit. That is a freaking hit. Can the bandit save himself? The bandit can't save himself. The guy goes for a swing, blocks him with his axe, pushes the sword off to the side, goes in for a swing. That is a hit. Can your undead commander save that, though? The undead commander say that it was literally the 2 same exact rolls. Commander rolls a 14, saving throw for 16 for the bandit. Rolls a 14 for the bandit, rolls a saving throw 16 for the undead guy. I don't know why it was just exactly the same way. How lovely. So they both are just kind of in a anime style, just swinging their weapons at each other, deflecting off of each other. Sounds smart, Skipper says. Poor Chat has multiple people talking inside of his head.
As always.
Yeah, the undead commander that originally fell in the river comes back, finally crawled out of the river by the bridge and runs back into the fray. Swinging his sword, but he sadly misses his swing. Again, a hill is not really suited for swinging your weapon sideways. If you're not bending your body towards the enemy. Another bandit comes up behind. Now I'm about to commit murder on a bandit. No, it's commit permanap on the bandit. They're gonna make him take a permanap. One of the bandits kind of disengages and goes around to attack Chat over here. But in the process, he falls down the hill as well and rolls down the hill. He is already freaking hurt. The bandit, as he disengages, trips on a rock that's on the side of the hill, rolls straight down, slamming his head on another rock, cracking his skull open, just killing the man. The crossbowman, as an act of defiance, tries to shoot the undead archer that disengaged. But the archer's too far away. The crossbow is not that really... It's only like an 80 power drop crossbow. It's not that heavy. It doesn't have the range to shoot your archer. Commit kill. So you kind of just run down the hill straight to the crossbowman. You did not hit your hits. You completely missed. No. They died of natural causes. It's very quite natural to die once you get stabbed. Your undead archer shoots out the crossbowman because, the crossbowman's been trying to shoot him this whole time. That is a hit. That is a hit. Let's see if the crossbowman can save this. Crossbowman managed to dodge the arrow. Oh yes, natural bleeding. Your archer managed to pull back the arrow loose, and the crossbowman managed to catch it. It kind of ducks behind cover and let the arrow whiz by into the stream. Your undead commanders kind of surround this one bandit guy that's left in the group. One of them goes for a swing. That is a 20. That is a 20 as well. Yeah, your undead commander just killed a guy. Just drove your sword right through his chest and threw him off to the side on the hill. Not a wonderful time for these bandits. Natural death. Again, yes, it's very quite natural to get stabbed in the chest. And of course, you got Morlun up there just watching the whole thing go down. He's eating Chat's popcorn at this rate. He picked up Chat's popcorn and starts eating it.
And my custodians are protecting me, and no one's even daring to attack them, which is, proving a point.
Well, he did try attacking you. You shot Chat, but then kind of him being surrounded by people is a little disheartening. With that guy dead, your last undead commander runs down the hill to tackle the crossbowmen, knock him on the ground. And he proceeds to jump back into the river!
Whoa, no, Logan.
Yeah?
Logan. I can still use my inspiration perk. Don't do this. Don't do this again.
You're gonna...
inspire him.
Okay. Morlun does an inspiration on the undead guy. He still jumps into the river.
What the what kind of incompetent
Well, he is a zombie.
What the fuck, chat? Get your zombies leashed or something.
It was funny too. This one zombie has fallen in the river twice at this rate. He doesn't take into account that the crossbowman ducked to take cover from the arrow shot from earlier, so he kind of just dives right over him straight into the river, floating back downstream towards the bridge.
God damn it, chat. Get your troops trained, or else you're never gonna make it as a good knight.
The crossbowman takes a step back to take a shot at Chat for being super close to him, but can't get a shot. Again, he kind of drops his crossbow bolt onto the ground. They just want to wash themselves. They smell like dead corpse. He does have a point. He really does have a point. Chat, it's now your turn. There's one crossbowman just standing in front of you. How do you want to finish him? Backflip into his face? Throw a freaking peel him as you do a backflip? Or just take him hostage and drown him in the river? You do have a high strength. You could just put him in the river and drown him, to be honest. Peel him! Okay, you quickly pull out a peel him from your little leather harness and chuck it at the bandit. Ooh, actually, that would be a hit. He does not save it. That is 4 damage. You threw your peel him straight into him, pinning him to the ground now. It did go through his shoulder, so he's still very much alive and kicking, but now he is pinned to the ground. Of course, your Pelem does shatter from the impact, because they're not really good at surviving. Because you don't want them to be thrown back. Most enthusiastic throw, just... Yeah! With that, your archer decides to come down the hill a bit of ways to shoot him right through the skull to finish him off. That is a 20. That is also a 20. I don't even think I need to roll this. Yeah, I don't even need to roll. With the guy pinned to the ground, your skeleton archer casually just walks up to the guy on the ground, pulls back his arrow and just looses it straight into his skull. The man is dead. And of course, the undead commander that jumped into the stream is now back by the bridge on shore, just making his way up to the carts. What a lovely time for all of us.
I guess we are finished here, and thanks my servant, my knight. I'm gonna. I don't know. I feel like servant is kind of like derogatory.
Now he is sparkling. He's evolving to a Charmander. Oh. That'd be hilarious if just the undead evolved into like a Pokemon. Anyways, now you guys have two options. You can either leave, or you can, well, you can also raise the dead. You can also, loot them for any shinies.
Well, that's up to you, Chad. I won't go down and make my hands dirty for some small loot. I'm fine about that. I literally have less money than Chad. Yeah, Chad, I'm far above that. I'm too rich to pick up.
They'll stay dead, but we will loot. Going around through the dead guys, trying to find any loot. You do find a little coin pouch on one of the bandit men, containing 15 pieces of gold.
Oh yeah, Chad, did I mention that you have to pay your taxes later? You know, gotta give me that sweet gold, which I deserve as your emperor. So yeah, I just want to mention that. You gotta pay me money. Because obviously you have to.
Chad does not even hesitate. He's like, ooh, 15 gold coins! Yoink, just yoinks the pouch, hooks it on his little chain, ties it up to his chainmail, and just casually walks back to the cart with his pride, with his pride, a little swagger back to the cart. For these 2 months!
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not your fault. It's not his fault that you spent your gold on sending a guy all the way up to get stoned.
Times are hard. I need to order a lot of food to supply our troops for the long march south, which is gonna come. You know how it is. Times are hard and stuff. The taxes are high. You know.
You know. Alright, with that, you guys, get all gathered back up to the cart and make your way to Ilion to deal with the fun little politic nature of, hey, who's gonna have Olix Grog, blah blah blah. Totally no attempts will be happening there. My cheese tax!
Cheese tax, the cheese tax.
We're gonna take one of the ration packs away from chat because, you gotta eat. You gotta eat.
Gotta eat, chat. Nom nom.
Give up your cheese. After a long, short journey, a very long, short journey, it was forever to you guys after that bandit group. Very unnecessary time to Morlin. You guys finally arrive at Ilion. Always bustling and busy as ever. You got some boats going up and down the stream to head to the ocean for fishing purposes. Your carriage pulls by the gate, and there's a little spot that some Armenian guys are checking carriages. As you guys pull up, the Armenian is like, pull the carriage over here. Pull it in.
Walk. It's 1 month. It's barely been like a week or two. So Don't get greedy with your power now.
It's only been like, oh no way.
What?
He would have chat will have it next week. Chat would have it next week. Next session, chat
Next-
would. Yeah, next session, chat will have his wish.
I don't feel like it's been that long. 3 weeks already since then? Really?
I think it's been 3 weeks.
Huh.
So next session, chat will have his wish tree charged. He's gonna wish in for a pet dragon, isn't he?
Well, chats, I know, it's just like a normal wish spell, because then they would be kind of powerful, just like wish for whatever chat wants.
I mean, he will
I'm sure
get.
it's
He does have to roll for it to be
Okay.
successful, and right now, at its current level, he wouldn't be able to do anything crazy with it.
Yeah, just a pet dragon, right?
That's a much better idea. I'm giving chat ideas.
Okay, so, I guess Inturian.
Yeah. You get off your cart, and the Armenian guys start doing an inspection around the cart, make sure there's no contraband on it. But they'll like, we'll leave your cart here, we'll mark it off for you. Grabs like a little piece, grabs like a little wooden board with a paper on it and a quill and ink on the. What's your name, sir? So we can mark it on the cart here.
Chadius. Emperor Chadius.
Okay, Emperor Chadia. Oh yeah. King told us to watch out for you. We'll leave an extra guard, make sure nothing gets stolen from here. Writes her name down, kind of nails it onto the cart. So when next time you come back, they will be able to find your cart easily.
Wonderful. Well, then I guess I'm gonna go visit the king now.
As you march into the city, well, not march in, so as you walk into the city, the streets are a little packed, but you have noticed there are quite a bit more guards, both Armenian and Yovan Order troops, wandering around through the city streets.
Well, there's some important people taking part in this important diplomatic meeting, so I can assume that they want some more protection.
Yeah, I
Makes a
mean,
lot of sense.
yeah, you see the Yovan troops are kind of more in a group in like little formations, kind of like your custodians right now at the current moment, in like their own little formations patrolling the city, as the Armenians are doing, being guards and just having like, groups of 2 to 3 of them kind of just walk around the city or hang around corners, typical things like that. You do find it hard to travel through the city, though, with all these people around. Your custodian guards do kind of good job of separating the people to make it easier to get up to the keep. Of course, when you arrive to the keep, one of the guards at the gate to the throne room is like, "All right, the king was expecting you. You did bring more company than we expect. I think we'll let you and 3 others enter the building."
Me and 6 others.
He shakes his head. "I'm sorry, we don't want to cause any situation with the Yovan Order. They're very strict on their security. If they see you coming in with more than 3 extra guys, they're going to assume that you're just going to murder everyone in the room."
Well, I would like for me to be protected, so I'm gonna have. Can my men just wait right out here?
Keep me outside with that politic talk and makes me fall asleep.
Okay, then I'm gonna have Chat and 2 of my custodians guard outside, and 3 custodians follow me inside as my security.
Alright. With that, you gather up everything. Chat's just gonna sit there, do backflips with in front of the custodian guards that you leave with him and the Armenian guys protecting the keep as you walk into the throne room. Going down the long corridor straight towards the king's meeting and the Yovan Order, you kind of run into a heated debate going on between one of the representatives of the Yovan Order and the king. The You didn't pick up half of it. As soon as you walk in the room, all you pick up is like, it's our right to that territory. It's been on our borders for years and always been a threat to us. It's about time that we take it over and secure it for the better of the future. And one of the Armenians it's like, you've never had claimed that land before until now. It's just suddenly when there's no one to give you resistance, it's now your territory. I don't believe this is the right territory at all. I want to go grab a sandwich. What kind? You could go do that. You could do that now real quick.
Yeah. Okay. So, I guess. Okay. Wait. Let's just start with some chat stuff. I'm gonna be away for like a few minutes, so chat can do some stuff, right? Perfect. I'm just gonna get like free reign over the outside area, and don't you dare hurt my custodians, you fucking imbecile.
Oh yeah, even Chat's got like 3 undead guys outside too. With him. They got just 3 undead guys. You got little hoods over them so people can't tell they're undead though, so. Because we don't want a situation with Armenia thinking that you're doing the same BS as Volok did. That would be great and fun. They'll be fine. We ain't hurt your poor little men. They'll be fine, probably. Chat, you want to go grab your sandwich? In the town below. And a real sandwich. you can get a real sandwich in the sandwich in the D adventure. Alright, you march, you leave the keep and go, the main throne area, the keep, and march down to the marketplace. You got like a little restaurant off to the side of the whole marketplace, kind of like on the opposite end of the tavern. So you walk in, sit yourself down with the custodian guards. They decide to follow you down, and one of the waitresses comes up and is like, "All right, what you be having here? We got a big special today on the turkey legs. What you be having today?" As she places a couple drinks in front of you, places a couple cups of kegs of little mugs of ale for you guys to drink out of. Give me a BLT sandwich. She looks at you and like, all right, we got you there. What do the custodian guards want? The custodian guards order their own things. Most of them went for the deal on the turkey leg, since they're having a special sale on those. And the strongest ale you got. She looks back at you again as they're taking their own. It's like, the strongest ale we got right now probably might be out of. We can give you probably the strongest wine we have, but I don't know. Let me double check on that. She leaves off and checks the back. The Dwarven Ale. You know that one. The famous Kazakh Dwarven Ale. Make you see things for weeks. Oh man, that would be hilarious. That's actually what Dwarven Ale does to people that ain't dwarves, is just make them go hallucinate things. Poisonous to all non-dwarves. Yeah, pretty much. You are sitting by a window right now, so let's roll your perception check real quick. That's actually pretty okay. You rolled a 17. As you're waiting for your food, Chad, they have like 6 cups in their pocket. You could ask them go about 6 mugs in their pocket. They'll be carrying a whole keg. But anyways, as you're waiting for your food, you're looking out the window, watching the people go by, and you do notice that something seems a little suspicious. A bit after you arrive, the Yelvan Order troops started kind of disbanding away from the areas. They are kind of dissipating, leaving the Armenian guards to do their thing. Fireball! No, not into the crowd of innocent people! Just right through the window at the over guy into the crowd of innocent people. I'm also gonna turn on the fan real quick because there's no AC right now in my house and it's like really hot in this room. Alright, there we go. They probably jaywalk, they ain't innocent. There is no jaywalking here. Well, they're not elves, they're just human. They're just fanatic humans. Very fanatic humans. Them fancy pants. Alright. So as you watch them dissipate, the waitress comes back with all your guys' food. The custodian guards, out of the kindness of their heart, decide to pay for everything. For the whole meal, including the drinks. So you grab your sandwich and your mug of dwarven ale, and you decide to follow the Yelvan Order through the crowds of people. Sheesh! So you're just kind of chunking it as you look at glancing out of the corner of your eye, follow them around, and eating your sandwich. And with that, it's been a while for your adventure. You've also eaten some food. You get 4 you get 4 health points back. But let's roll to see if you're able to keep up with them. Oh yeah, no. You're able to keep up with them quite consistently through the whole city. They haven't even bothered to check if they're being followed because they are very cocky about being, secretive and all. But you managed to follow them into a back alley near the keep. Some buildings are attached to a back alley that's kind of just next to the staircase leading up to the keep. And you see them ripping off some stones in the wall and shuffling their way through the stones. Do you wish to proceed against them, or should you warn everyone in the keep? Alright, you'll memorize it? Alright. You wait for them to all kind of back off, and they quickly rebuild the, they quickly restack the, stone, so no one can find it and, know about it. But they are completely gone now. We're gonna warn them keep people. The boys are gonna have a log. I'm sorry, I had to do that. Alright. So you quickly, and the custodian guards, quickly run up to the keep. Running up the stairs, the guy that originally was at the door stops. You're like, hey, what's the fuss here? Why are you running up? You look like you're about to murder someone here. What's going on here? Okay, he doesn't do that. But, still, it just felt right doing that. He looks at you a little skeptical at first and be like, well, that's probably a problem. Take it on the take it inside of the keep. they might want to know about this. And he quickly opens the door for you and kind of leads you through the long corridors and hallways straight to the throne room. As you arrive to the throne room, of course, you see the Jovan Order, the Armenians, and Morlund just sitting there, just like, oh dear lord, as they're in a heated discussion. Now might be a good time to warn them. Oi! Just, oi! Plumplum's people snuck in. The king took notice of this and puts his hand between the two people just bickering at it. And he looks at it and goes, what do you mean, Plumplums? I mean, no, he doesn't have deep voice. He's like, what do you mean, Plumplums? They're snuck in where? Who? What, you mean this guy right here? Like you know, has his thumb pointing at the Jovan Order guy next to his right. The king looks at the Jovan Order man and goes, is what he's saying is true? That you're deciding to sneak your people into my keep? Why? Jovan Order man looks at the king and be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's clearly seen things. He must be drinking some of that dwarven ale. You know what that does to people. The Armenian advisor is like, pish posh! You've been freaking stalling all day, arguing about the most stupidest things. What do you got to hide? Is this some kind of coup attempt? As they are arguing, an arrow whizzes out from one of the poly horts in the ceiling, straight down. It hit the king. The arrow flies straight down from the ceiling, straight into... Oh, you want to catch it? Alright, you grab one of the custodian shields and throw it towards the king. Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give the save to you, but it's not going to be how you think it is. You grab one of the custodian scream shields and throw it as you see the arrow fly out of the ceiling, smacking the king straight in the face, knocking him to the floor, but saving his life. You do 4 bludgeoning damage to the king. Test failed successfully. Before the guards in the room can react to the arrow, some Jovan Order men pop out of the walls and and take out a couple guards in the room. And before anyone can act, the Jovan Order man in the middle raises his hand, and light forms in his hand as he smashes it into the ground. Let's do a saving throw for everyone. Okay, chat, you did not succeed in that. Morland's fine. The advisor is not fine. The king is perfectly fine. Yeah, that one custodian is not fine. That custodian is fine.
Logan.
Yeah?
Who didn't pass it? Give me the people who didn't pass it.
So far,
didn't pass?
chat hasn't passed it. The advisor for the Armenians haven't passed it, and one custodian hasn't passed it.
Then I'm gonna give Chad some inspiration perk. Chad can reroll.
Alright, chat, you get a reroll? It's a 2, it was even worse than before. With the crash of his fist into the ground, his hand to the ground, and a massive explosion erupts in the room, knocking everyone to the floor. The king's already on the floor, so he kind of just rolls away. He's perfectly fine. The Armenian advisor and one custodian get flown back into the wall. Both of them. Okay, one takes 4 bludgeoning damage, and the other one takes 4 bludgeoning damage. They both take 4 bludgeoning damage. Okay, lovely. He was fine because the shield hit him in the face. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, chat threw the shield at a king to save him from an arrow coming from the ceiling. And hit the king in the face with the shield.
Yes. It was glorious.
That was hilarious.
Glorious.
Chat, you
pretty
didn't pass
epic
the saving throw, but as you notice, everyone else was knocked back and stumbled back, knocked back, thrown back. Everyone was affected by the blast except you. And the Oven Order, the man from the Oven Order advisor looks at chat and be like, "You have one of our talismans. I think it's about high time you give that back." And with his hand, a sword, a spectral sword forms in his hand, and he comes running straight at chat.
What does Chad have? What?
So you know that medallion that he found a few sessions ago?
Oh my god.
And I told you the Oven Order has enchanted medallions that protects them from all forms of magic? Chat's found one of those medallions in the keep at the castle and when he raided it.
Chad, let's go. That's my fucking Knight of Mars. Now go break their necks.
My very, very nice. Oh yeah, you take out the sword. And as you pull out the sword, the Oven Order men step back a little bit. They hesitate, and with that, chat, you get a full advantage on your first attack. They're completely in shock that you pull out the sword. You rolled a 20. Just as quick as they step back, you go in for a straight swing. Oh. The Oven Order wizard and you stab right straight through his chest. And as you stab through his chest, the Oven Order men begin their attack. One of them takes a swing at Morland over here. But as Morland pulls out his spear and holds it off gets ready for a stab, the man proceeds to run straight into the spear. The man ran straight into Morland's spear. He didn't even have to swing it. He just kind of held it out. The man ran straight into it. He didn't even have to try. Dealing 3 damage to the man. The Custodian Guards are quickly formed into formation to fight off the group. The Custodian Guards push into a small group of Yovan troops that are charging at you guys. And they successfully collide into them and start holding them off. They're not killing anyone, but their shields are using the shields that they have currently, except for the one guy that shat through his shield, or holding off some of the Oven Order assassins. Chat's undead archer decides to take a shot at one of the Gilvan Order soldiers. That is also a 20. Why am I rolling high numbers today? But that's just 3 damage. Okay, never mind. Alright. Undead archer pulls out an arrow, shoots it right into a guy, slowing him down a little bit, you know, makes him stop in his tracks because he's been shot with an arrow. What is he gonna do? Oh crap. As the fighting goes on, more Armenians begin to charge into the room as they hear the commotion. But with most of the Armenians in the room dead and the king kind of, well, still a little stunned from being knocked in the shield, the Gilvan Order quickly take charge and grab the king. Stop these Roman scum! They tried to assassinate the king! Chat, would you like to... Lies! Lies and slander! I'm sorry, Dwarvenale.
Come on, chat.
Well, you're in there too. You can also talk to them. You know reverse.
I know, but I want chat to have like a moment of doing cool stuff right now. Yeah, chat.
Uno reverse. So you kind of just like, lies! They tell lies! They're the ones that started the attack! The king of Badros, once he comes back from his unconscious state. The Armenians do not believe a single word. And quickly charge in. Spears at the ready, arrows...
Okay, wait. Logan.
Alright, Mowgli, say what you gotta say. Punk! I'm just kidding. Just be all aggressive with you. Oh!
I have a plan. I have an idea. Logan.
Yeah. Well, you, your Wi-Fi connection might be acting up. You are lagging out bad.
Wait, let me get that fixed for a moment. Give me
Update Discord. I just like click the update and end the Discord call.
Logan.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah,
Should
it's
be
better.
Okay. Yeah, I'm currently in Italy, so.
I know, having fun in Italy, and they're, no food distributed this month, Saya.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I grab the king, hold my bastard up to his throat. Nobody moves.
I like Chat's idea more.
Nah. I need to stop this before we get absolutely charged.
You grab the
And if
king's...
he doesn't wake up.
Great, yeah,
Yeah.
this is gonna end so badly. So you grab... Well, the Ovenor currently have the king, so you gotta... So we'll do a strength check of you trying to pull the king out of their arms.
Sure. Why not? Fuck you.
As you go up to
Kick
grab the
me.
king, to quickly yank him out of the Oven Order's arms, one of them quickly socks you right in the face, quickly knocking you to the ground. Chat over here... Oh, they grabbed him as soon as the Armenians started arrived to frame you guys for trying to assassinate the king. Because the advisor is just gone. He's not okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, Chat decides to do a light spell, throws it right into the king's face. That is 15. You guys successfully did it. Time to commit work. You shot a light spell straight into the king's face. And the brightness seems to wake up the king and blind the Yorvin Order men, dropping to the ground. The king quickly hops up in his feet. He's like, "Men! Kill the Yorvin Order men! They are attacking us! Just as quickly as the Armenians quick to turn their weapons, they quickly go towards the Elven Order. Archers loose their arrows, killing half the... Oh, crap. Half the Elven men did not suspect anything. Half of them get shot by arrows before they were able to react.
This was a really bad... This was really not thought out, honestly. Like, they could have done so much better than this. God damn it. Well, they're gonna lose the war. Yep.
Well, there goes the war.
I mean, I had complete different invasion plans to go for Armenia and the Order at the same time and do some smart big win stuff. Oh my god, no, you ruined it, Logan. You ruined it. and now I'm gonna have to fight a two-front war. God damn it.
A two-front war. Oh, dear. Anyway, alright.
Quite literally.
Oh man, slapsticky. As the Elven men begin to realize that this is a fight they are currently losing, they decide to dip out. That is an 18. Most of them take a leap towards the window of the throne room, jumping out the window.
Okay.
As you look...
Can I try to stop at least one of them?
Alright, you run in to try to stop them with your custodian guards, since I got great stars.
I haven't run in. I'm not stupid. I cast Hold Person.
Oh yeah, you cast Hold Person to 1 while your custodian guards managed to catch 2 more, but the rest managed to jump out the window.
Mm-hmm.
The Armenians are quickly able to restrain these men and hold them down as the king kind of wipes off some dust on his shoulder and pops his nose back in place since Chat threw his shield into his face. The king looks at Chat like, you know what? I would be pissed at you for throwing a shield at me, but you did just save my life, so I'll give you credit for that.
I got the very best knights. I'm telling you.
The king walks up to the Elven Ordermen with you standing by them, and he kneels down in front of them like, why, after all these years, why would you attack us? The man spits in his face and just says, the time has come. The reawakening has begun.
Does this tie into the original thing you planned?
No.
Does this...
No, this does not.
Oh, I thought because you said something about world ending, so I thought that this might be... Okay, sad.
I guess the spin for cloning! Chat just clicker runs up with just quickly wipes the spit off the king's face, puts it like a little container and shoves it in his little sack. That would be useful for later. The Armenians are just looking at you like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
He's as weird as good in fighting, so...
Skip.
What? Well, that just happened.
Yeah, okay, I know, right? That's just...
So I guess it's time for us to go to war now. Oh yeah, and I get all the squawk, obviously, because they betrayed you. So
yeah.
So obviously,
as the king pulls out his sword to execute the man, the 2 men start chanting a language that none of you really understand.
Mm-hmm.
And as they start chanting, a loud screech can be heard throughout the halls.
Mm-hmm.
And before anyone can react to anything, a Reichling enters the room and instantly just starts throwing men around the room, tearing them apart piece by piece.
What?
The Reichling, the same thing that Chat killed back up in that castle.
I hate those things.
Yeah.
I hate those.
Shield up, god damn it! Not again!
Custodians! Grab shields! Ready for impact!
The custodians quickly pull up their shields, brace for the impact, but the Reichling just pushes right through them, knocking them all across the room. The Reichling takes a quick swing at the king, hitting the king. Oh, shites. Oh, shizer. The king
Killing
actually
him?
say this. The king does not say this.
Wait. Inspiration perk. This is a new combat, technically. We ended.
It's technically a new combat, yes. So we re-roll the saving throw on the king. The king got a 20. With that, the Reichling swings and the king stabs right up to the Reichling's side. Doing 5 damage to it, surprisingly. But it does not phase the Reichling. It steps back and the guys in the Jovan guys keep chanting. Keep chanting the language at it.
Cut their throats up. God damn it.
Some of the Armenian guys heard you, and they quickly stab their swords straight to the back of their heads, straight out of their mouths, and pull the swords out. The Reichling doesn't seem to stop, though. One of the undead that chat commands, the undead commander, runs straight up to the Reichling and goes for a swing. That is a 20. That is a 20. He hits it for 6 damage. The Reichling quickly retaliates and hits the... that is a 20 as well for the... I think you might be losing another undead guy. Yeah, you lost another undead guy. Just as quickly as the undead commander swings into the Reichling, it uses his fingers to pierce through the undead and throw it across the room. Straight into the wall. Ah, damn. Poop. Alright, Morlin, what do you want to do with this situation?
Well, I'm obviously gonna just, let me... Can I try and hold person the Reichling? I think that might be good if you could stop that thing.
Alright, you cast hold person on the Reichling. But as soon as you, the Reichling was too quick for you, it kind of jumps out of the way and smacks your hand as it jumps.
Okay, sure.
Hold person only works on people, not monsters.
This is humanoid. It looks humanoid enough to me.
Yeah.
Well, it seems kind of humanoid, right? It's humanoid.
You need a whole monster for that. I know D&D. All right.
I'm just gonna guy who is a person you literally have wish. You're level 3 or 5 or something, level 5, and you have the wish spell.
All right, chat.
Okay.
Well, how you want to deal with this situation? There's a Reichling running around the room, just decimating everyone in the room right now. It's homebrew. It's homebrewed magic.
Yeah, exactly. Like mine.
Oh dear lord, alright. You use the Galen's sword and the regular short sword and you run right at it. Oh gosh, I almost dropped the dice. Oh, actually you do hit it. And since you have a second sword, you get the second swing. That's also a hit. Alright. Round 2. We gotta see if the Reichling can do a saving throw for both of them. Does not do a saving throw for any of them. So when the Reichling hits the land after knocking Morland's hand out of the way and jumping out of the way to kill another person, you run at it, stabbing it with Galen's sword, which seems to hurt it even more than regular weaponry. You end up doing 8 damage to the Reichling, and your short sword stabs into it in its leg afterwards too, doing another 4 damage to it. Round 2, fight! The Reichling is not pleased with this and quickly swipes at you. That's a 20. That's a goddamn 20.
Can I jump in the way?
Okay, yeah, we'll see if you jump in the way. No, you're not quick enough for it. Backflip! Chat could not save it. The Reichling swing... Well, you can't even save it anyways. The Reichling swings his hand quickly at you, knocking you send you flying across the room straight on the floor, doing 8 damage to you. The Reichling gets back up a little slower than before, but it's not hurt. Your custodians quickly reform and try to attack the Reichling. But the Reichling is still kind of just knocking them back and knocking them over. With their action, the Reichling reacts to the custodians. But the custodian shields are actually protecting them. The special metal that you found is doing a good job of protecting the custodians from the Reichling attack. The Armenians quickly release a volley. A couple archers shoot a volley into the Reichling. Oh, they hit the Reichling. Let's see if we can dodge it. The Reichling dodges it. So the arrows loose at the Reichling, and the Reichling manages to move out of the way. Some of the arrows do skin past your soldier's shield, but nowhere near the hitting them. Alright, Morlin. What's your plan this time?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna stab it in the back of the head. With
Okay.
my elven long spear.
Alright, you run at it with your elven long spear, kind of just like jousting your spear right into it. Oh, that is a hit. Let's see if it does a saving throw on it. It rolled a 20 again.
What fucking Logan, stop using the good dice.
I rolled a 17. It's like, oh, you hit it, and then I rolled a 20. It's like there was no way you could save this, but it rolled a 20. As you're running up to it, the Viking quickly notices you, does a leap up in the air, and slams down at you, using its long fingers to impale right into your shoulders, doing 10 damage.
Yeah, sure, not too much. I'm
Yeah,
fine with this.
Yeah, you're
okay?
fine with it. Yeah, you're perfectly fine. Yeah, no, that hurts. That definitely hurts. And since it's going to react to your attack, it goes in for another stab into your chest. But you manage to buck it off. As soon as it goes down to stab you, you kind of kick it off of you, and it quickly rolls over back onto its feet. Okay, chat. Chat wants to run at it. Come at me, ass! Chat runs at it with Galen's sword and the short sword in hand. Goes for a swing. That is a hit. Let's see if it saves itself. Does not save itself. First, Galen's sword hits, doing 5 damage to the Reichling. And the short sword doing 1 damage. Oh wait, I didn't even roll the short sword attack. Okay, doesn't matter. Short sword hits the Reichling, sending it to the floor. The Reichling screams in horror and pain, reaching out another scream that kind of just deafens everyone. And as all you cover your ears and look back at the Reichling, it seemed to vanish out of thin air. As you all stand there, just wondering what's going on, an Armenian breaks through the door. We've killed one of your god before, pussy! One of the Armenians breaks through the door, like, where's the king? We're being attacked! The Orphan Order has invaded the city from within!
Well, fuck.
Well, we're fucked.
I have to deal with the south and with these efforts, and I have to do everything myself, I guess. Okay?
The king's commander walks into the room, stained in blood. Like, there's no point in fighting for the city. It's already lost. The Orphan Order is already marching its way to the keep, and they know about the secret entrances to the keep. There's only one way out of here. Let me invade them! I'll kill them all! It's gonna be like, it's gonna be the Elder Scrolls War, like, with that one guy that was, like, sent from the future to kill elves and, like, just freaking start massacring all the elves. It's gonna be like that with guy who's with chat over here. It's gonna be...
Okay, I guess me and Chad are gonna go and massacre those guys once we have a chance.
You want to inspire the Armenians to keep fighting, or help them get out of the city?
keep fighting, you effers. Come on, this is directly bordering Rome. I need this place fairly protected.
Fairly protected.
Yeah, we can just have people come here and do whatever they want. This is directly next to Rome. So, you know.
Alright, the commander looks at it like he does bring the point. Gather up some men and bring out a counterattack. They won't be expecting the counterattack so soon. I'll organize some things here, get ready for a retreat of any unarmed civilians, and begin a second wave for a counterattack. Most of the Armenians in the room with you quickly form up with you and your custodians, and you charge out of the keep. As you are running out of the throne room into the keep hallways, some Yovan order, heavily armed Yovan soldiers are fighting some Armenians in the room, massacring everyone in the room.
I just want to like charge over and as I charge, I throw a pilum at them.
All right.
Charge, man.
All right. As you run up, you throw a pilum. Can you revive some of the Yovan orders? You can use resurrection on the Yovan order guys. Oh yeah, and chat got to level up so they can have 6 undead guys now instead of 5. Skilled troops. Some more quote-unquote skilled troops. Alright. As you're running, you throw your pilum into one of the Yovan order troops. You hit him. You hit the man. 4 damage. Okay, so you throw your pilum into the one of the Yovan men, and it impales in the shoulder and shatters, but he is still standing. He is not. He is hurt by it, and he does really an audible. But he is still standing. He quickly starts charging. Quickly reforms a formation to countercharge you and your Armenian countercharge. Both of you clash. Let's roll for both clashes. Okay, the Armenians and you. Oh shit. Okay, you guys rolled a 20 and they rolled a 1. Their formation wasn't tight enough, and you guys pushed right through their formation, scattered them all over the place. And the fighting quickly ensues into a full-on, every man for himself kind of fight. Your custodian guards still stay in formation to fight off some Yovan troops. Chat, what do you want to do? You want us to resurrect some dead guys around the room?
Well, he's not gonna resurrect them. He's gonna make them a lot less than alive.
Alright. You cast a spell, you cast a resurrection spell in the room, which seems to only raise the Armenians back from the dead. Since the Yovan Order wears those special enchanted talismans on their necks, magic is completely ineffective against them. So you only were able to raise up some of the Armenian soldiers in the room, but they did not notice. But they do not know you can do that. So the dead kind of rise up behind them and attack some of the Yovan orders, ordermen with great effectiveness. Actually, the undead kind of rise up behind them and start stabbing and biting into their necks. Of course, they quickly take notice and counter the undead. Ooh, let's give them a save and throw. Yeah, they quickly manage to push back the undead troops, so you're kind of separated from the undead. I take the medallions and raise them. That's going to be hard to do in a fight. I'll give you a roll to see if you're able to sneak off a couple medallions off the... Son of a... Okay, so some of the dead Yovan Ordermen in the room, you managed to sneak through the fighting and rip off some of the medallions. So you will be able to resurrect them as soon as your undead troops start dying. Alright, Morlin, what's your strategy with this one? So far, it's just a whole big clusterfuck of just men everywhere fighting each other. With chat adding more chaos to the flame. Maggie, don't work on me. Well, I think Morland's dead, guys. I think we lost Morland here.
Oh, I muted myself. God
Oh.
damn it.
You muted yourself.
I did so much explaining, god damn it. Okay, so what I wanted to say was I want to cast light spell on the enemy line to blind them and so we can break through.
Alright. Are you sure I do? I just said this magic doesn't work on these guys.
Well, it's literally just light. I don't cast it on them. I cast it to blind them. It's directly just. I don't cast a spell on them. I blind them with light. It's not the same.
Alright, you throw the light
Do you
spell on
know
the
what
floor
we
to
mean?
try to blind the Oven Ordermen, but they are unaffected by it. Actually, more than anything, you end up blinding some of the Armenians around them, making it
What?
easier for them to finish them
What?
off.
What?
The medallions notify all magic effects around their area. Like, your light spell can blind other... It doesn't affect them. The medallions work as they're
What?
enchanted in the form that they're kind of in another plane of existence in
That's
terms of magic.
That's so fucking weird. Okay, whatever.
Magic is completely ineffective against them.
But I thought, oh, it's so okay. Weird guys. Weird and anti-magic guys. I'm just gonna have to stab them, I guess.
With that, you quickly go to as they start killing off the Armenians that you accidentally blinded. You quickly go and start trying to finish them off. Actually, you rolled a
shut
20.
up.
You actually rolled a 20. So so they did not pay attention. You come and stab one guy, swing yours, and then swing the spear into another guy, knocking the ground and stabbing him as well. Yeah, you kill a handful of them. Your custodians quickly start marching in towards your direction. Keep your protector from any flanks and ever. I resurrect Morland. Your custodians are doing a quick work of some the Oven Ordermen as well. Just slicing, stabbing them, just knocking them straight to the floor. Most of the Oven troops in the keep right now know that they do not have the advantage against you and your custodians, so they quickly start making a run out of the keep itself.
Well, if they try to flee, we just stab them in the back. And
Yeah,
then we just
exactly.
die.
They rolled a really low number on their retreat, and you rolled a high number. You men managed to massacre most of them as they retreat. They do put up a bit of fighting in the process, try to fight you off, but they can't do anything. They were not able to do anything. They did injure one of your custodians in the process, but he is perfectly fine. He is still able to fight and keep going. And you massacre most of them. As you make it to the keep door and look over, the city is in flames. The Oven Order is quickly just massacring and butchering the people like livestock.
Well, that's kind of bad. Guess I'm gonna have to butcher them then, I guess.
Let's roll your perception check real quick.
I imagine they're above our strength.
Yeah, okay, so you roll your perception. You see most of the Oven Order, some of the Oven Ordermen are dressed like cultists in a way, using magic against some of the people. And one of the Armenians next to you said they never use magic. They're so against magic. What happened to them? Why are they using magic all of a suddenly?
They got infected by some cult stuff. God damn it. Okay. Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
It's just really annoying, Okay. How many is there? Like roughly, give me an estimate.
The whole city is completely swarmed with them. It's completely swarmed with the Oven Order. Like, anywhere you look, you're going to see a group of 80 of them. And there's more in the buildings massacring people. You are heavily outnumbered. But like the commander said, they're not expecting a counteroffensive.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to counter them fast and effectively. If we fail to achieve that, then we've lost the city and they've not a way to Rome, directly into Rome. So, men, charge.
With that, you,
Come on.
chat, the custodians, and the Armenians quickly run down the staircases straight into the city. As you run down, you see a line of people just being executed by the oven men, but they have not noticed you charging them. You quickly ram right into their back with your guys' spears, impaling them instantly. The archers loose their arrows over your head, and let's see how many. They do not hit a significant amount of troops, but they do hit a couple of them. Chat wants to do a stealth check to sneak off. Let's roll a stealth check. That is a 17. You successfully just kind of disappear into the fire and smoke of the city as everything burns down. You want your undead to come with you, chat? I can roll for them to see if they follow you. Oh, you want to leave them with Morlin here to fight off the order. Alright, the archer follows you. Let's roll the archer's stealth. The archer rolled a 20. Holy shit. Why is it with all these 20s? Okay, the archer just blends in with everything. The archer just casually walk through everything as you have to like sneak through everything. He's got the NPC stealth game logic where the AI cannot notice him at all, no matter if he just ran in front of them. Okay, anyways. Some of the Oven Order had noticed you, and a couple of them run off, but the rest take charge into your men and the Armenians in the process. Ooh. Oh dear. The Oven Order quickly charge into your ranks, breaking up your ranks, killing some of the Armenians in the process, and pinning your men down behind their shields with flurries of attacks and magic.
Good. That's not so good.
Yeah. One of the mages have take notice to you, Morlin, and decides to cast a spell against you. I did not roll. That dice got stuck in the weirdest position. Okay. He casts a bolt in your direction and it just misses you completely. But breaking.
I go for that mage
All
specifically. I'm going to absolutely rip his head off.
Alright, you knock some of the Oven Order men out of the way as you charge towards the mage. I threw the dice off the table. Okay. That is a 19. You hit, oh. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so you push some of the Oven men past out your way. Spear in hand, you jab your spear right through the mage.
Fuck you!
It would.
It
It would, but the cultists are not wearing medallions. Magic works on the cultists. Because they're not wearing medallions. So more you could use a light spell on him and blind the shit out of him.
Yeah, sure. But for now, good that I got rid of that guy, because all bolts are dangerous. Honestly.
Yeah. Alright. Your custodian guards decide to start trying to push through the Oven men. But the Oven men are pushing them back instead. They are not able to gain ground. Every step they take 1 step forward, they take 4 steps backwards. The Armenians, on the other hand, are fighting off the Oven Order, but it's just kind of a stalemate with them right now.
I kind of got behind them, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Okay, then I guess it's just gonna be stab from behind.
Stab.
What's Chad up to?
Chat, what are you up to? What? Oh yeah, they're off sneaking into the burning buildings to cause chaos. You do have a crossbow. You could shoot a crossbow out at some people as they run by as well. And you have the archer with you. You guys can literally sit in the shadows and shoot at them as they run by. And any attack that you do, if you do both if you want your archer to do the range attack with you, I'll give you a group attack kind of thing. The leader. All right. You look around through the city, through the smoke and ruins, and you do see a man on a horse kind of leading the attack. He is wearing full plate armor that covers him from head to toe, and he's directing the troops around. He has gotten news that the Armenians and the and Morland's men have counterattacked, so he's readying a offensive against their counterattack. Oh, you want to shoot with the crossbow with the pew pew? You and your archer load your crossbow, and your archer pulls his arrow and bow back, and you both loose the arrow. Your crossbow worked pretty good, yes. Since he is wearing full plate armor, I don't know how well your crossbow will go against that. It might pierce the armor, but it might not really hurt him. It might do more bludgeoning damage than anything. But it doesn't matter. You rolled a 20, the archer rolled a 15.
You might hit him in a vulnerable spot. You know, like, there's...
The neck would be a good spot unless you had armor protection on the neck, the armpits, the knee, the back, the side, the knees, the elbows, you know, the fun typical stuff.
Yeah. I think armpits are typically the best spot because that's like you need those for movement. So those are like always unarmored.
Yeah. Chat and the archer both loose their bolt and arrow. The arrow deflects off the armor of the commander, but Chat's crossbow bolt pierces straight through the neck, killing the commander. But the commander releases a squeal like a pig as it falls off his horse. Shee! Mr. Biggie Man. I know, wonderful, right? Gotta find the next one. Okay, you guys slick back in it. Let's see if they notice your attack at all. The Leuven Ornament are very unaware of your attack. They have no idea where those shots came from at all, and they're in shock, but they're still quickly reforming the attack counter the Armenian attack. We go back to you, Morlin.
F yeah.
You notice that they are getting a swarm of reinforcements. This time they have spearmen coming along with the main force of troops, all heavily armored as the last.
I stab them from behind to free up my troops.
Well, this time they're coming from the streets and ways, so you're kind of like in the middle of all of it. You're behind a group of the men that are fighting your men, and then two more groups are coming in your direction right now.
I am for now taking care of those which attack my men right now.
All right, so you start swinging your weapon into them. All right, you start stabbing, knocking some people over. You do kill a couple more troops, but they are now kind of onto you, and a few of them start breaking off from the main fighting to protect their backs from you until the main force can counter you.
If we do that, they weaken that even more. Now my men can probably have a chance.
Yes, okay, let's get with the custodians. Okay. The custodians try to make one push forward again. They managed to push the troops back, but then the Oven men just pushed back just as hard as they did, pushing them back to where they started. And in the process, one of your custodians got tripped in the process and impaled with a spear.
Logan?
You have lost a custodian.
What was his name? I need to get his name written on my armor. And I need to pull a guy.
You know what? Right here. I'll let you give him a Latin name.
Well.
Since you're making everything Latinized.
Marcus.
Okay, Marcus has been killed in action.
Not Marcus.
The Armenians also try to go in for a counter push, but it's met with worse resistance than your custodians. The Yovan Order break through their lines and start slicing their throats as they break through their lines. The Armenian commander finally arrives with the second wave of a counteroffensive and charge right into the Yovan Order, though, screaming, "For Armenia!" Oh crap! The Jovan order were quickly to realize the second counter-offensive and ready a spear wall. Most of the Armenians that charge into it that didn't have shields have been impaled into the spear wall.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are freaking deadly. Oh dear lord!
Really.
All right, chat. Ready to roll a perception check for another commander? That's just a flesh wound. Alright. I hit the other dice with that dice, alright. Alright. After, you know, going back into the flames and burning rubble of the buildings, you managed to find a second commander. This time he was off his horse, sitting, interrogating one of the Armenian soldiers that he has at his knee. As soon as you spot him, he takes a really weird carved sword. Like, it's just a really shaped sword that you haven't seen before, and stabs it right through his chest. And absorbs something out of him and quickly just dissipates it in his hand. Ready for another shot with your archer and crossbow. Oh, I gotta remove a crossbow bolt because you shot one at that one guy. Pew pew! Alright. You ready your crossbow bolt and you shoot it. Your archer pulls out his arrow, pulls back his bow and releases the arrow. Let's roll both. Okay, this ends the opposite. The archer rolled the 20 this time. Your crossbow, but you do hit your shot. The crossbow bolt lands into the shoulder of the commander, and it's quick. And before anything can happen, the arrow goes right through the eye slit of the commander's helmet, right through his skull. Again, releasing another pig squeal as he falls to the ground, leaving the Jovan Order men confused on where those shots came from. Let's see if they notice you. Ooh. They were super... Okay, the first roll was super close to spotting you. Second roll, they would never spot your archer. They don't know where that came from. You quickly sneak away. Alright, Merlin. Right now, at this current point, the two groups of reinforcement Jovan troops have completely surrounded you. How are you going to get out of this situation?
I am filled with rage after they've killed one of my custodians. I have lost one of the most bravest men of Rome here in foreign territory. He has lost his life in his duty for our great empire.
Alright, with that, you pull out your little gladius with your spear. You kind of just start swinging your sword as you jabbing with your one hand. A little difficult to jab with the spear with your hand, but with the other sword, you're swinging it pretty good and hitting people. You are
I just kill everybody around me.
Yeah. You rolled a 20 as well. You're just slicing through the troops. Yeah, your turn. I'll let you figure that out. Yeah.
Slice and.
Yeah, you start cutting down through their troops like nothing. The Jovan Order are actually quite surprised that they have actually finally fought a foe that was able to withstand against them. But they are confident that they are more confident because they have more numbers than you do, and they believe that with just numbers they will be able to kill you. Your custodians begin a massive push with the inspiration of you going in, and they are cutting down to the Jovan Order men. They are stabbing their way straight through their formations now, with the inspiration of you just cutting them down. The Armenian commander takes command of his troops and begins to another push. And he is not as successful as your custodians are. They do push him back a little bit, but they are taking heavy casualties in the process. They're beginning just to fight on a pile of bodies at this rate.
I hold my gladius high into the air. Fight for Rome!
And with that shout, we go back to chat, sneaking around through the fire. The Yovan Order guys left the body alone. They're quickly off to find their other commander to warn that there's someone going around assassinating their commanders. You run up to the body and you take off the helmet. Now, as you take off the helmet, you realize it's a actual pig person. It's a pig man. Time to make a zombie pig man! Yeah, and he is not wearing a medallion either. Raising the confused the Yovan Order's troops.
They're not elves. Stop saying elves. They are not elves.
You raise the commander, the pigman commander, and he looks at you in perfect English like, "What is thy bidding?" The Elven Order. Yeah, he's being the Elven Order. He's just saying Elven because Elven is spelled a lot like Elven. The pigman quickly grabs the helmet, puts on his head, and like, "As you wish," and starts walking off. You want to roll a stealth check to get back in the shadows before you're spotted by more troops. Alright. Again, both really high throws. Both of you and the zombie sneak back into the burning rubbles and buildings and go back to find off more commanders. Alright, Roland, we're back to you. Your custodians actually managed to break into your position now, so you're with your custodians at the current moment.
I stand there, shoulder to shoulder, with my most trusted warriors.
Propaganda!
My best fighters. My custodians. And I am proud as I cut through the lines of enemies. Together with these warriors of Rome, we fight so our children may not have to. Something I just care about power, honestly. Whatever. Okay, so fight.
Alright, you go in to attack more of the Open Order troops. But this time, the reinforcements have a tight formation on you. You are not able to break through their shields, their tower shields, and their spears.
I just want to inflict chaos until the cavalry comes, I guess.
Until the cavalry comes?
I just want to.
Well, the commander brought all the men that he could bring with him. That's all the reinforcements you're getting, unless the other Armenian kingdoms, the other Armenian states realize what's going on.
Well, I hope that they realize, because there's a full-on war in their own capital. So, god damn it, how didn't you notice there's so many troops moving into your fucking borders?
There's a thing called Blitzkrieg.
How are we dealing with Germans here?
I mean, they are fanatics.
Okay, fair.
And their main color is just red. The bit of black.
I mean, fine. Whatever. Okay, so maybe my custodians can do a bit of damage.
Yeah, okay, let's roll the custodians. Alright. Your custodians are, with their spears, are actually managing to get over the tower shields and stabbing into the necks of some of the Urban Order men. But it's going nowhere with that. You're kind of stuck in a stalemate again with no one gaining ground on either end.
Yeah, okay. I just hope that whatever Chad is up to is gonna help us eventually. Maybe Chad can do a surprise or something, or Chad can do cool stuff behind the lines. Right, Chad? Knight of Mars. I
mean, he's already causing confusion because they haven't gained. The Yovan Order hasn't gained any more troops to fight against you, which means they're not getting the right orders anymore since their commanders are missing.
Yeah, so pretty much they just have to deal with this. Now the question is, have they read on war? Have they ever, because if they're truly Germans, then they may have actual German tactics with small groups which can act independently. If they go by classical 18th century fighting tactics or earlier, then they would, then without any commanders, the command structure would just break apart instantly, because they can't act independently, because there's no local leaders employed.
Exactly.
Okay, this is a bit. I'm military nerding out again. Sorry.
All right, let's see how the Armenians are doing against the push. The Armenians are pushing against them hard, but again, it's not without casualties. They're losing Armenians every inch that they gain in ground. It's a fight that it doesn't look like a winning fight, even if they're not, even if the Oven Order is not receiving reinforcements. All right, chat. Let's go back to you. Let's roll a perception check for another commander. You go through the city and you don't seem to find another commander, but you do see a group of cultists sneaking off into a area within the dock area. Do you wish to follow them? Oh, you're just gonna shoot them. You're not even gonna give them a chance to do what they're gonna do. You're just gonna straight up shoot. All right, you load up your crossbow. I got to remove another crossbow bolt from the last time as well. I'm gonna just remove 2 because you're gonna shoot off another one. You load up your crossbow. Your archer pulls out an arrow. You both fire. The first one hits, and this. Oh gosh, the second one. Both arrows hit 2 of the cultist members, knocking them instantly to the ground dead. The other cultists quickly look around, popping magical spares in hand, getting ready to attack anyone that's there. They do not see where those shots came from though either. They do not see you at all. And with them not knowing that they can't see you, they quickly disappear off, alerting more guards, and guards are kind of patrolling the area, which you're causing mass confusion because you're making them think there's fighting more in one area now. Alright, now we go back to Morlun over here. You and your custodians are still in the stalemate with the Yovan Order men. How do you want to proceed with dealing with them?
Honestly, Logan, this seems like kind of a lost cause.
You want to try to retreat?
I wouldn't say I want to retreat. That would be wrong.
It's a advance in the opposite direction.
I run away tactically. no, that's.
You bravely run away, O brave Sir Robin.
Okay, so what I will do, what's my main thing right now? I want to do one last push before we run off. So pretty much one last push. Yeah, and if we can break through, great. If we don't, then we take the opportunity of confusion to run off.
All right, we're gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for both you and your custodians. Wow, that was actually pretty freaking. Okay, let's roll on the Yovan men. So what you decide to do is you start stepping backwards a little bit, making the Oven Order think that they're gaining the ground, and they start pushing. And in mid-step, while they don't have the perfect balance, you and your men pushed right through their lines, breaking their shield wall, and start massacring the hell out of them.
Yeah, okay, so breakthrough, and now through our breakthrough, the Armenians can follow behind.
Yes.
This opportunity.
Yes, they do get a bonus, too, with their roll. Most of the Armenians take notes to your push, and a lot of them join you, but most of the Armenians stay on your left flank to try to hold off the Yovan Order the best they can, so you don't get completely surrounded, but it's still kind of fruitless. Most of them are just getting picked off group by group. Chat sneaking through the city again. He's hunting down the cultists now through the whole city. Let's roll if you can keep up with them. Okay, so chat, you kind of do lose the cultist, but your skeleton has been keeping a great eye on them, so you're kind of following. Not your skeleton, your archer, your zombified archer is leading you through the city into another group of cultists. This time they're with a group of black knights, and it looks like the cultists are in a panic and like pointing behind them, like in the direction where you originally shot two of their members. Pew pew them cultists more. Right now there's currently 3. There was 5 of them, but you killed 2 of them. There are 3 cultists, but 7 black knights with them. And they do look like they're wearing the same kind of armor as the commanders were. Pew pew him. Alright, you're gonna shoot at the cultists again, because the cultists are more of a threat. That's a hit. Oh dear, your archer misses the shots. Alright, so you load up your crossbow, your archer loads up his arrow. You release the crossbow bolt into one of the cultist members as the archer shoots, but it misses the cultist member, hitting one of the plated armor black knights in the chest, but the arrow just deflects off his armor, his breastplates. With that, the remaining 2 cultists start panicking, shooting just whatever magic spells they can think of in every direction that they can. Let's see if any of them hit you. I hit the other dice with that. That one doesn't count. As they're shooting their magic all over the place, one of a fireball flies right past your head as a magical ice shard impales into your skeleton, knocking him on the floor. He is still alive, though. You do have the medallion, so the magic will have no effect against you, but your skeleton isn't wearing your skeleton. Your archer ain't wearing the medallion yet. I mean, you could give him a medallion, because you did steal a medallion off of one of the dead guys, so you could give him a medallion. Yes, you do have more. You picked up a couple medallions off the dead troops back when you were in the keep, but you never equipped it to your skeleton. Now your skeleton. He's not a skeleton, he's an archer. Alright. After he gets hit by the shard, you quickly grab the extra medallion that you found. You pulled off one of the dead Jovan troops and put it on your undead archer. So, next time he gets hit by a stray magical shard, he won't get hurt by it. Let's see if also they noticed where those shots came from. The Black Knight, the Black Knight that got him hit in the breastplate by the arrow, quickly points in the direction where the shard went, and the Black Knights quickly unsheath their swords and start marching in your direction. This is a chance for you to try to sneak off again, or you want to fight them off. I'm gonna do a pro gamer move. Backflip out of the building, shoot a crossbow into another one. What, you're gonna leave the archer? After all you've been through together, you're just gonna leave him like this? Oh wait, you probably have a plan though. Alright. You managed to sneak back into the smoke and ruins that time. We'll go to your next turn. Alright, Merlin, we're going back to you and your complete offensive push into the Jovan Order line.
Yeah.
This time joined by some Armenians with heater shields.
It went pretty good.
It went pretty good indeed. As
Now
you
that we broke through, I can go behind their line and we can just encircle them because their mean is at the front and we're at the back, and then we just like attack from both sides.
All right. You quickly start encircling the Yuvin Order after breaking through the line and start slicing them down. Okay. Ooh. Okay. But the Yuvin Order captain of the group noticed that their flank has been overwhelmed and quickly rearranged his troops into in a circle formation. So now they may be surrounded, but they're able to hold the line.
Okay. So he's not that dumb. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
The Armenians begin to try to put pressure on their lines. Oh dear lord! But instead, the Armenian lines is too weak for that push that they were made to do. So the Yuvin Order quickly made an opportunity, and their front line quickly pushes straight out into the Armenians, butchering every single soldier that remains standing. The Armenian commander, with his last breath, stabbing a couple of them before getting impaled by a spear and an arrow shot through his chest. With that, the Yovan group that managed to push out to the Armenians quickly reform into a line, which is now it's pretty much the opposite. When you started at the stairway to the keep, now they're at the stairway to the keep. You basically just completely swapped locations. So it's just you, a few custodians, well, your 4 custodians, and...
4 custodians?
Yeah, your 4 custodians and a handful of Armenians. But your back is completely open to you now.
Well, right. That's kind of bad.
Yeah. Well, okay, now let's go back to Chad over here in the skeleton. The Black Knights are slowly approaching your skeleton. Your skeleton takes a shot at them to keep their attention on him. Well, that's 20. That is a straight up 20. Alright, the skeleton quickly pops out, releases another arrow into one of the Black Knights. It does hit the Black Knight. It does hit the Black Knight in the shoulder, where the pauldron doesn't really cover it completely. But the Black Knight shrugs it off. He just like kind of twists his bends a little bit with the attack and just shrugs it off and keeps marching towards the skeleton. At this point, you're completely on their side, like on the side of them. How you want to play this out, chat? It's like, get very passive-aggressive, chat. Oh yeah, you got a mace. Alright, you put your crossbow bolt, you push your crossbow away, you pull out Galen's sword and a mace, and you run out at them. And since they're not paying attention, you do get advantage on rolls. You rolled a 24 and a 16. You cannot, but with your necromancy, you can kind of like release a quote-unquote beacon that they will passively follow over time. But they are stuck with the fighting with the Armenians and the Custodians with Morlund. I haven't included them at all in the fight. They're fighting, though. They're fighting with the Custodians. I'm kind of like mixing with the Custodians' attack. Okay, Mojo. Mojo Jojo. Alright, Oh, I have that as a thing for Nightball. Anyways, so with you running out, Galen's sword quickly cuts right through their armor, like butter. Just right through the armor. Killing one of the Black Knight instantly, and the mace into the back of the other one's head, denting his head inward. It causes the Black Knight to stumble, but he quickly just straightens himself and turns around back at you. And the cultists, seeing what's going on, they're like, "God, the Black Knight's got this," and they sneak off back off to running away. One of the Black Knights takes a swing at you, chat. That is a 19. One of the Black Knights take a swing at you. These brute of a knights just quickly swing their great sword with one hand just straight into your chest. Oh wow. How you find against them? The Black Knight ends up doing 6 damage to you. Let's roll for the archer, see if he slicks away. Yeah, no, the archer completely slicks away. He just like, up to the shadow cycle. Alright, let's go back to Morlun and the fighting that's going on. Right now, you're still currently outnumbered, but you have cut a huge swath through the Yuvin Order troops.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try to advance backwards? Keep your shorts in them, but advance backwards. Try to get away from them. Or you want to keep putting pressure on them.
So wait, where's the captain?
The captain's kind of behind the lines right now, commanding the troop.
So he's like in the middle of the circle.
Well, it's no longer a circle, it's now a line because they killed the Armenians on that flank. So it's, like I said, now it's a line where you pretty much just swap places in lines. So instead of being towards the city, they're now at the keep gate, the keep's gate, staircase that leads up to the keep, and you're in the city now. So you kind of swapped places.
I have a little maneuver in mind, but it might go horribly wrong.
Yeah, so right now they have a choke point, but you have an open area you can fully shred out in.
I want to have one of my custodians, right? Take a step back, kneel down, and hold his shield above his head, so I can jump on it, jump over the line, and kill the captain who's standing behind the line. Which is like...
I was thinking of something exactly like that just a bit ago. Having the Armenians do that before they just got absolutely massacred.
So basically, one of my custodians quickly kneels down, holds the shield above his head, and I jump on it, jump over the line, and try to...
And in the process, you could also knock a couple guys over in the process. If you roll high enough, I'll let you knock over a couple guys in the process.
I probably just step on their heads and just knock them to the side to make it easier for my custodians to maybe kill a few. And then I go in for the captain. He's the main target. If I get the captain, then they have, no commands. The structure kind of falls apart. Morale dies down because, the captain died. So, yeah.
Exactly. Alright, so you have your custodian quickly place down a shield, and your men, the Armenians and your 3 main custodians line up in front so they don't see anything that's going on behind there. And you quickly run over, jump on your custodian's shield, overlight. That's a 20. That's a 20. Yeah. So you use the custodian as you jump on his shield also catapults you with the jump. And you go right over their nines. Your feet kind of kick a couple guys in the face, stumble them down. And just with your spear in hand, you just kind of just Assassin's Creed right into the commander, impaling him through the chest.
Can I, as I pale through the chest with my long spear, just take my bastard sword and do a swing like behind me to maybe get a few in the line?
All right, you pull out your okay. So yeah, as you impale the commander, you quickly pull out your sword and swing off to the side of the guy coming up to your flank. You actually hit him. So as he comes out of the flank, you slice right through his face, his open covering of his face, just ripping off his jaw and knocking him to the ground. He is alive, but he's just bleeding on the ground. Your troop.
Time for my custodians.
Yeah, your custodians with the Armenians decide to take this opportunity of you knocking down and leaving a little gap, charging right through them with like a little, nail through the hole type of movements.
The captain is said, morale is down, there's no command structure. And in ancient battles, it's about when morale falls, they run away, then we can stab them in the back. And I think morale should be pretty down after we kill like so many people of them right now. Come on. Come on, Logan.
Alright, your men push right through the lines, massacring as many as they can, but the Armenians get caught in the mix and they are absolutely butchered. So it's just
Well,
you
no
and your.
one cares about the Armenians anyway. It's all about the custodians here.
Yeah, I
honestly.
know.
Like,
So it's just you and your 4 custodians left. But with the Yovan Order's commander dead and most of them butchered, they have decided to retreat. And they start immediately
stab
running
them all in the
away.
back?
Alright, I'll give
Can we
you.
stab them?
Alright, yep, you get to
Can
stab
we-
in the back.
Me and my 4 custodians all do some.
You guys pursue the chase and start, stabbing them in the back as they run. But of course there's more than you can stab, so most of them do get a good chunk of them do get away.
But we need to get as many as we can. Yeah.
Yeah, a good chunk of them manage to get away though before anything else.
But they ran. So
Let's go back to Chad over here, fighting against the Black Knights. Alright, Chad. You're outnumbered. 1 against 7. How are you going to deal with this fight? Slash, bash, backflip! Alright, we'll roll your athletics for a backflip. Okay, perfect backflip. Okay, perfect swing. Not so perfect mace swing. Okay, so so you do a backflip, avoid one of the Black Knights' swing with his sword, and your sword slices through the helmet of another one. Slices through the helmet of one of them, but your mace misses the other one since it's not that long of a mace, so it does miss one of its swing into another one. But again, the Black Knight kind of does shrug off the damage, but you do end up doing 6 damage to him. Not pretty freaking good. One of the Black Knights decide to attack you, but you can't hit his attack. Another one decides to attack you, and that is a hit. Let's do a saving throw for you. That is not a saving throw. Ouch. The Black Knight does... Zelda! Flurry Rush! Breath of the Wild's Flurry Rush! As one misses, the other one manages to hit you right in the chest, breaking the chainmail, ripping the leather underneath it, causing 6 damage. Hey, you're back at the health that you originally started with. Well, actually pretty close to there, but anyways. Yeah, that's not going well. Let's go back to you, Merlin. With the Yovan Order, the group of Yovan Order troops in retreat, you have an option is try to track down chats and try to find them, or try to find a way out of the city without running into more troops.
I want to take my custodians and secure the border to Rome.
Alright, the best course of action to get out is through the docks and stealing one of the fishing boats.
No, I want to get the bridge. We have a bridge from here to Rome, a direct bridge from this place to Rome.
Yeah, but also the boat
bridge.
leads straight. I mean, it's connected to the river that the boats are connected to. You can quickly. The easier way would be get to the boats and sail downstream towards the bridge.
Okay, true. Yes. So I guess we were gonna do that. I want to keep the bridge safe because I don't want any troops to cross into Rome and massacre the people there.
Like how they're massacring everyone here.
Yeah, I have 10 custodians there, but they might be surprised and surprise attacked, and that's.
I mean, your custodians were
something
surprise attacked, and they are doing extremely well so far.
Yeah, so far, one died, so.
That's not his fault. It was their fault. They just did an unexpected push into your lines, and that just cost it a life.
I'm gonna take my 4 custodians and run to the docks to go
Alright.
get the bridge secure.
We're gonna roll for you to see what you encounter on the way there. As you're running to the docks, you run into a group of cultists doing some kind of ritual.
Oh, that's just wonderful. I just blind them all.
cast a light spell into their faces. You cast a
Yeah,
light
just
spell in
like-
their faces and
make them-
interrupted their ritual.
Yeah. Interrupt the ritual and then just like go into the custodians, just cut them down real quick.
Yep, and your
On our way
custodians.
by.
Let's have your custodians run in. They get a bonus, and they cut down the group of cultists with ease.
And then we continue our way to the docks.
All right. Back to you, Mr. Chat, Sir
This is
Chat
such
of
a
Mars.
big-ass battle. This is- How did they get so many troops here so like unexpectedly? How could no one see massive troop movements? Like literally, this is. God damn it.
Maybe if
Well,
you
they
let them
did
do the
nothing
ritual,
wrong.
you will find out.
Well, it's some teleportation shit, right? Oh,
Yeah.
fucking magic.
Fucking magic. Alright. Slash and then dodge. Alright. Since you want to do dodge, I'll give that as a free action so your next turn they get a disadvantage on the next attack. You go in for a slash with a Galen sword again, slicing right through their armor into another Black Knight. This time he is knocked to his knees. This has been the one you've been kind of slashing a couple times. He is knocked to the knees, severely weakened, but he does take a swing at you. But with your dodge, there's disadvantage. He misses. A second one goes in for attack. That one does hit, though. See if you get a saving throw on that. You do not. As you dodge the first attack, you were unaware of the second attack, and the other one swings down onto you, doing for another 4 damage. Let's roll this real quick. Alright. So, after the fight at the keep with the Jovan orders, the undead kind of broke away from the custodian group, and they made their way to you, Chad, and they surprise attack the Black Knights, immediately attacking them. Wow, wow. Okay, a couple of them jump on their backs and start stabbing through the slots in their helmets. One of them is still kind of unfazed and grabs your undead commander and just throws him off into the ground. He's perfectly fine, though. He's fine. He just kind of picks him up and throws him onto the ground. Your archer, on the other hand, the cultists do return with more reinforcements of Jovan troops, and your skeleton's nowhere in sight. It's probably well assumed that the skeleton did not succeed in his attacks if those 2 cultist men returned. For now, we assume that the skeleton is dead. Alright, back to Morlin over here. He's fine. Pushing through the city streets, you manage to avoid some moving troops, finishing off some bit of resistance of Armenian soldiers. Nothing you really can do. They finish them off faster before you can even react, and you made it to the docks. Most of the boats have been scuttled, except for one fishing boat, which is being currently surrounded by Jovan troops with torches ready to set it on fire.
Charge them as quickly as we can before they get the chance to do so.
Alright, since they don't notice
Maybe
you...
we can catch them by surprise, yeah.
Alright, since they don't notice you, you get advantage. You and your custodians quickly run in them with your light armor, makes super quick and easy to run straight over. I hit the dice. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, so perfect. You and your men quickly charge right into the back of them and stab a couple of the Jovan order men in the back. And the one holding a torch quickly turns around, forgetting that he even has a torch, and drops it to the ground, next to him on the concrete dock, and pulls out a sword. And the remaining Jovan troops go in for a counterattack.
What? Counterattack? Yes.
But as they do it, they didn't realize that the concrete wasn't stable from the original when they initially attacked, and the concrete and the stone below them proceeds to sink into the water, collapsing all of them in the ocean into the water, and their heavy armor sinks them into the water, down to the bottom.
Oh, okay. Losers. Okay.
Skill issue. With that, you have secured a boat and ready to sail. You want to still wait? Want to see if chat's doing good, or you want to just book it?
Let's go. Chad can take care of this on his own. I know it. Chad is a competent man.
A competent man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You and your custodians quickly get the boat in shape and start sailing down the river before anyone can realize what's going on at the dock. You want me to roll your perception check as you sail away?
Sure.
All right. As you start sailing downriver around the city, you can see groups of cultists doing rituals, open up these red spherical-like portals where Yelvan troops are running out of the charge into the city.
Fun.
So, which means that the cultists can be anywhere in the world, open up a portal where troops can just pour out of it. So...
Yep, that's not annoying at all.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tighten your security on that one. Make sure no cultist opens a portal in the middle of Rome. It's like think of it almost like the Oblivion gates from the Elder Scrolls series from the Oblivion. It's just the Oblivion Crisis instead of fucking Daedra. It's just freaking normal men.
Okay, yeah. So let's go to the bridge. I don't want any of those cultists getting anywhere near Rome.
All right. We'll cut back to that after chat over here. All right, chat. You're still fighting the Black Knights. One of them is severely weakened by your attacks, but you're beginning to be surrounded by Yovan troops now. And your undead is kind of just with you fighting the Black Knights. How do you want to play this? Retreating is always an option, or advancing in the opposite direction. Chat's thinking. They're coming with the most decisive plan ever. Like, it's going to be so long and complicated, you're not even going to be able to read the whole thing. Twitch can't even hold all the things that chat's saying right now. It's just like one word. Stab. All right, you cast light onto the. You cast light into their faces. The cultists around you right now are completely blinded by the light, but of course the Yovan Order men that wearing the medallions are not affected by the light at all. And the Black Knights do start swinging their weapons, but it does appear that they're blinded just to an extent. So everything's a blur to them, and they kind of and they can't tell who is who. So they start swinging their weapons into the Yovan troops. Yeah, no, they are butchering the Yovan troops right now because of the light spell. They are blinded. Everything's blurred, and they start swinging into the Yovan troops. Your undead, on the other hand, are also caught in the crossfire. Your two commanders and some of the Armenian undead guys are absolutely just nailed with a swing, leaving you with one undead guy just still remaining. I am giving you an option. Now will probably be a good time to bravely run away. It's like this right now, this fight's a matter of war of attrition, and right now the attrition is not on your side. Tactical retreat! Alright, You quickly run up with your undead soldier. The Elven Order cannot keep up with you because, again, the Black Knights are blinded and everything's lower than them, so they're swinging at anything that's just a humanoid figure and slowing down the Elven's advance. Let's roll your perception real quick. Damn it. Alright, as you're running through the city, a cultist managed to manage to nose retreat and outmaneuver you. And as he was trying to catch up to you, an arrow flies right past your head into his chest. And Lord and behold, there is your freaking undead archer. So your undead archer quickly regroups with you. You guys make it towards the dock since it's the least amount of resistance into the I told you he was fine. Without any resistance. But when you get to the docks, they've already heard news about some resistance being there, and they swarm the docks. So as you get there, the Elven Order completely surround you. And before any... blow up all the boats. Well, the boat's already been destroyed. Morlun took the only remaining boat. But before the Elven troops can attack you, one of the commanders are probably like, "Hold it! Our leader wants him alive! Take him prisoner!" Alright. Some of the men quickly confiscate your weapons and put you in handcuffs. You'll find out. And he leaves a small division of men to follow you out. Well, not even a small division, a very small group of men. It's just one Elven troop and the commander leading you and your undead troops out of the city. It's marching past all the armies. You see some of the cultists doing their rituals around the city, opening portals, letting troops into the city, and of course some prisoners into the portals. But you avoid the portals. They completely lead you out into the wilderness, and as you march into the wilderness, the commander has you sit on his knees and pulls out his sword. It's making it look like it, he's about to execute you. And as he picks up his sword, he quickly turns around, slicing the Elven soldier straight through the chest, knocking him into the ground. And he looks back at you. "I did my part, boss! Let's get you out of here!" Quickly unties the rope and retrieves your gear and hands it back to you. And you quickly storm off to the bridge to Rome. Let's go! It does take you a few hours to get there, but Morlun and his 4 custodians are already at the bridge. And they scuttled the little boats in the process. Morlun, you do see them approaching.
Well, predictable, I guess.
Very predictable. Shaz is like, "Hello, Mr. Emperor Man! We have come back in peace."
Mm-hmm.
Who's Chadius? I mean Morlun. I don't know who's that.
Chadius with a D, like Chad. Chad.
He's got that Giga Chad jawline as well.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, the Hellen Empire is surely scared of the Order now that they just invaded their old allies for no apparent reason. They get imperialistic. How dare they, right? So maybe we can convince the Hellen Order with their cool stuff to go and help us. They're a pretty large empire, you know? The Hellen Empire.
Also,
they're an empire too, so I'm sure that me and their emperors, I have no clue actually, can talk this out.
But also the other empires might get involved as well, because the every empire has made a compact form that if in times of war they can band together to fight a common foe. And if the Elven Order has gone evil and start attacking everything, everyone will unite together to fight that. The other nations will fight
Exactly,
together.
and-
So you'll get the Dwarves of Kava, the Order of the Curtain, the Gekgonians, the freaking elves, the humans, everyone. Armenia would
which
be
one
involved, but they got demolished.
Armenia got kind of, and after we're finished, I can just suddenly take Armenia's territory to stabilize the region.
They just got Oblivion Crisis.
So, which one? Okay, in the Hellen Empire, which is the capital? Which city? They have a lot of big cities.
Arcanus
Which is the
would be their main capital, which is right next, literally a jump away from the Elven Order's border.
Okay, that's perfect. So, if Arcanus is the capital, then I'm gonna take a boat to Arcanus to go and talk with the Emperor. Is the Emperor in Arcanus? I assume the Emperor.
It is an emperor, yes.
Yes, an Emperor. Not Empress, goddamn. I would have really enjoyed some marrying shit going on with them because they're big. So, you know, me and the Empress of them, and then just like expanding my borders. Damn it.
It's only
Look,
it's a diplomatic marriage.
Yeah, look, it's smart. What about the Elatil Tylef? I have no clue how to pronounce that.
The Elith Teleth, the Elven Concordant.
That's boring. That's boring. Boring. I need one person to marry into, so I can get like family.
Well, it's not
bonds.
really they don't have one ruler. It's more of they have a council.
Yeah, but then that's boring because if I marry one council member, I barely get any power from that. Ah,
I mean, you get.
marriage politics isn't.
I mean, you
what
want to
it
marry a
was.
dwarf? No, I'm joking.
Well, I mean, honestly, short
The
queens.
dwarves
I
of
guess.
Kazakh have a queen, and only a queen. The king's dead.
To the dwarves.
To the dwarves on the very opposite east side of the entire territory of the province.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna take a boat starting from one of our places and I just go up to the Hellen Empire. We have a boat in Rome, right? So we take the boat in Rome and just move it east to the sea and then go along the coastal area to kind of
Alright.
go to Arcanus. Big brain.
Chat, would you like to join Moreland on this adventure? Or you want to sit back?
Chat, you need to fucking protect our borders. We are kind of effed, honestly. Chat, I need you to stay back. No, don't, chat, don't go find a dragon. That's not. Ah.
I'm gonna get the
No,
Emperor, send them a
chat,
friend
I'm
request, and
going
I'm
to
gonna go
find a
find a dragon.
No, chat.
Actually, that might be a plausible thing. Dragons are very smart and wise creatures in this universe. They can, if you could convince a dragon to fight for you.
But
That
we
would be a
don't
huge
know
deal.
where we could find a dragon.
The dwarves would know.
Well, the dwarves on the other side of the. Okay, yeah. Once I marry the dwarven queen, then we can get the information from her. Okay. Then like at night, at bed, and I do some smashy smash. Then she can tell me, right? Okay. So.
Give me a week, I'll find one. Oh, he's gonna use his wish to find the dragon.
Wish spell to find a dragon. Okay. No. Okay. For now.
That's
for now,
genius.
For now, you gotta hold the border. Go do like Svartex and Ilian. Go protect Ulrich Groger, muster troops in Rome, with Locust, whatever other towns we have. Just get us our troops, and you look after our country. I go make a new alliance, okay? I'm gonna go. Okay, so I F off with my boat. I guess.
All right, you get your 4 remaining custodians together, and you get the boat that was brought into the Roman irrigation system and push it back to the river and out the sea.
So pretty much, the rest of the custodians which I have, Matter 29, Matter 25, which stay back in Rome, are now under the command of Chad, pretty much.
All right.
Until I come back. So
So you make it out to the
And-
So you do take a few.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair warning. I might have to cut this short because my father is coming over to work on our basement. I want to work with him because the faster we get that basement set up, the faster I can move down there, and sooner I'm gonna get a face cam and a whole thing set up down there.
When you're gonna move into the basement?
Yeah, it's cold down there.
Basement kid, okay. Okay.
Nice cold concrete
Yeah,
floors.
I mean, I
Alright.
was expecting, but
And plus, I can have insulation installed in the wall, so I can be like super loud and not annoy everyone that lives in the house with me.
okay. But whatever. Okay. Are we doing me going to Arcanus, or are we doing Chad preparing for an invasion? Because I think we can only do one.
I think we're gonna right now do because I only got a few minutes before I head off. We're gonna finish off the story of you setting sail. And next session, when we get on, we're gonna skip time forward to where you sailed around to Arcanus. Like time's kind of progressed forward since then.
Okay, and you can do a bit of chat, how Chad is preparing for the potential invasion, maybe destroying bridges, building choke points, getting troops ready, all of that, while I go to Arcanus to convince the Emperor to help us in this cause.
Yes. Will that be a week? Yes, that would be a week. And also next session you will have your wish spell cooled off and ready to go. You could wish to find a dragon. Like, damn, I wish I could find a dragon.
Okay, so, good session, Logan, honestly.
I told you I had things planned for this session, for this adventure, and things really did pop off.
Things really... Okay, now the question is, did we actually stop the alien invasion with our fight? Because I feel like it was kind of useless seeing how many people invaded there.
You did not stop it at all.
We didn't do anything. We lost the custodian for nothing.
You did give them one hell of a fight, though, which that was something they were not ready for, because they massacred everyone else without a single fight, and you gave them one hell of a fight. So you're definitely going to make the Oven Order double think their actions against you now, that they know that, well, 6 of them just kicked our asses.
You did Lego instructions for... Okay, Logan? Logan, I'm allowed to send documents to the players and stuff, right? Like meta game shit. Okay, guy who is a person, I'm gonna send you a detailed document of how you should prepare your defenses for the invasion. Okay, like probably today or tomorrow or something, and I'm gonna send you right after I calculated the estimated amount of people which can fit in Rome. God damn, that just sounded so fucking nerdy. Oh, I am beyond repair.
No, you're not.
I am.
Not just Lego instructions. Like, you have to, like, draw it all out like it's a Lego instruction. Like, first things first, build ballista. Give them instructions how to build a ballista. Second things second, prepare the troops. Draw how you set up troops. Like, full on, like, Lego's instructions.
Honestly, guy who's a person, I am trusting your intellect enough so that you understand what I'm telling you. I'm gonna send you text, maybe you mix in some drawings, okay? So I'm gonna send you like the good document with everything you need to set up defenses correctly, okay? Is that fine with you? Is that good enough, or do you need anything more?
Actually, I'm not even going to touch those until next session.
Okay, so that's gonna be... It's gonna... Okay, so I just go to Arcanus and Chad just stays back and builds walls and defense towers and prepares stuff. Like, that's all just in the north, because south is gonna be a whole different game. The south is gonna be... South's gonna be interesting. But I hope...
Yeah, but you know that the Oven Order will be the main threat now at this current point, since they just...
No, but I want to conquer the south as soon as possible to get the power from there. And then I'm gonna marry the dwarven